Hello friends, welcome back to Robux Automate Academy, and this is the part 3 of the conditionals, and today you will be learning else statement. So if you haven't watched my previous two parts, then please do watch it because they are all about the if statement, and to understand this video you need to understand the if statement as well. So please do watch it. You can find all the links in the description box, so please do check it out, and let's get started. Many decisions that you make in the real life fall into a category of choosing one of the two options based on conditions. So for example, when you're looking at a signal light, you have two options to choose from. First is you either press on the brake to stop or press on accelerator to continue. The option you choose depends on the conditions, meaning a green light tells you that you can continue through the light and a red light tells you to stop. So now I will show you how Python makes choosing between two alternatives possible. With Python, you choose one of the two alternatives by using the else clause of the if statement. Most code blocks support multiple clauses. In this case, the else clause enables you to perform an alternative task, which increases the usefulness of the if statement. Sometimes developers encounter problems with the if-else statement because they forget that the else clause always executes when the conditions for the if statement aren't met. So be sure to think about the consequences of always executing a set of tasks when the conditions are false. If you remember that this is the same code from the previous video or the part 2, but currently it is a little bit less helpful than it could be when the user enters a value that's outside the range that we want, which is 1 through 10. Even entering data of the wrong type produces an error message, but entering the correct type of the data outside the range tells the user nothing. So using the else statement, you can provide an alternative action when the condition of the if statement is false. So now I will show you the else statement. Just say else, then colon. And this is because else is the alternative of the if. It is not in any condition. So if the condition of the if statement is false, then else will just take place. Execute the code, execute its code. So it will execute this code. Print you typed an invalid number or value, whatever you like to say. So let's run this. See, I will show you three scenarios. First one is putting a correct number. So we get you typed 5, then putting a range number out of the range, let's say 65. So then after doing that, we get the message you typed in invalid number or value, which is like really good instead of just giving a Python error. And the third scenario is using a different data type, which will not work in this case. I will just say string. See, we get an error because the first step the Python does is the converting the data into an integer. As you know, you cannot convert a string into an integer or like any other data type into another data type. So that's why this message you will get only if it's an integer and it's out of the range. So friends, this is it for today. By now you should have knowledge of if and else statement. Now you should have completely learned them, and you should have gained some more knowledge about conditionals. Our next video, which is part 4, is going to be about else statement, which is the last part of conditionals. So I will see you in that video. Till then, bye bye.